In mist and shadows, among iron maidens and stalks, the dead unite in flocks, merging wells, flesh and nails. Eyeless fiends with extra hands will not stop until you stand. Throw a stone into the fire, the stolen moon rests under the spire. The oak's missing piece feeds a heart without a beat. The sun burns no mist, it's time for a treat. Alrighty, and on that note, welcome everyone to Dining in Barovia, a show to die for.
Barovia.
Barovia! Alright, we are the Rollers of Fate. I am Cisco, your host and Dungeon Master. And without further ado, let's meet our heroes. Let me just change the music as you guys introduce yourselves. Popcorn, Mo.
Oh, it's me? Alright, hi, my name is Mo. I am playing Cabal, a Blood Hunter Goliath, and yeah, I'm pretty scared for the team. And I'll pass it on to Martin.
Hey guys, Martin, I'm playing Real. He's a Vedalken Chronology wizard. He loves to sleep and he really doesn't want to be here right now. But that's, what has happened. And I will pass it on to Julia.
Hello, I'm Yulia. I'm playing Saphira, a Wood Elf Druid. She's angry, she wants the Moonstone, but she's also scared. I will pass it to Boz.
Hey all, I am Bez. I am playing a barbarian Dampfire, and I love to eat things and eat. I like to eat spod.
Wow.
Nice.
Did you pass it to me?
Yeah, let's
he
say
has.
that he did. Let's say he did.
I guess so.
Gosh. Hey, I'm Neil. I'm playing Lilith, the Warforged Cleric of the Grave. I didn't prepare an introduction for her, but she's a Warforged and a Cleric of the Grave. And I'll pass it to Tom.
Amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah, well said.
Hello everyone, I'm Tom. I'm playing Sway, who is a Phantom Rogue.
Straight up,
Alright.
this way, the Phantom.
Yeah.
Alright, and I'll leave it with you, Mr. Mo, for our little announcements.
Yes, no problem. Those who are joining our streams just today, just to let you know that you can find all our VODs for this game and also our Tuesday game, which is a Candlekeep Mystery game, on our YouTube at rollers_of_fate. And once this episode is done, you can also find this immediately on our Twitch channel.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Those who want to send us any fan arts, please send it to rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. And finally, we have a Twitter channel, which is rollers_of_fate_dnd, where you can catch up on up-to-date news and any other D&D related news as well. And finally, this campaign is very dark and quite gory, so viewer discretion is advised. Back to you, Cisco.
Alright, okay. So, our heroes have returned to a sunny Barovia. In order to go back home, they must retrieve 3 items of great power that will aid in their battle against Radvan Zarovich. Previously, Stradvan Zarovich, first vampire and ruler of this domain, where they are, Barovia. Previously, relentless zombie clots awaited submerged in black waters of the castle dungeons. As the fight commenced, Saphira's thunderous force blasts, Lilith, holy symbol of Ravenkind, and the outsider's awesome combat skills facilitated an easy escape. Yet, the walls was a challenge until they helped each other. Bloodwick sat on one of the thrones finding metal spikes. Behind red curtains, the group found a magical teleportation device, but rest was needed. Sway locked the doors, securing the room until stone gargoyles with 4 arms broke and attacked. Bloodwick used his newest upside-down fighting style and beat into the creatures, healing himself. Sway broke soul trinkets, releasing departed souls that combined with Lilith's spirit killed their foes, despite Cabal and Saphira's being too exhausted to fight. Through different color magic stones, the outsiders travels backwards and forwards, Balaki, Amber Temple, and the North Tower. In there, they found Sway found a magical crown that transformed into a frog, and Cabal had to step on it to return him back. Meantime, in the castle, Trat is very quiet today as he's busy right now. So I will just move to where you are now. You will stand at the pinnacle of a hollow 40 feet wide tower, 10 feet above your head, floating on the top of the ceiling. There is a large, 20 feet wide crystal heart that pulsates with red light, and is fused to a stone, a white stone, and is wrapped in black thorny vines as well. Behind you, the stairs continue upwards, and you can see that the immense spiral staircase circles 190 feet down. Standing between you and the heart, a young man on his 20s with intense eyes, alabaster skin, and sleek black hair, clad in midnight blue and burgundy fine clothing, looks at you as he says, "Perhaps we can resolve this situation in a more civilized manner. It is on our best interest. There are things that we must discuss. Rest. I have a guest room ready for you, and then join me for a formal dinner, like civilized people."
I will look towards the group. One of your trickeries again, Strahd.
Well, I am guilty of tricking you once, I do admit it. But I have a word that I fulfill most of the time. And this is for everyone's interest. I'm glad you've come. You are very brave, and I respect you. But this doesn't have to be the end, unless you choose it to be.
The end of you, perhaps.
Well, and yet I still rule this land. Do you think that you are the first people to come here? In the end, everyone succumbs to the shadows of Barovia, and you will be no different. But it doesn't have to be like that. Yet. What say you? He looks at you, Sway, and he doesn't actually say anything, just stares blankly at you.
He's asking me a question or just staring at me?
He's staring at you and he asks you all, what say you? So let's go one by one. Sway.
Yes, master.
Good.
I think we could have a nice dinner all together.
I will look towards
Right.
Sway and I will frown for his words, what he has just said. And I won't say anything yet.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? It was a invitation.
He looks
You
at
think
you, Lily.
you think we can stand a chance against the master? Any of us all together? I can guarantee you we don't. So we should take on the nice welcome and take the dinner, independent of what you think.
For what purpose do you invite us to dinner today? Considering the last time we met, you pretty much threw us into the deep end of the pool. You even kidnapped me.
Well, things change. Things have changed on the lands, and the shadows are coming for all of us.
Aren't you the master of everything here? Can you not deal with it?
I wish I could, but I don't know what I'm dealing with. This is also new for me.
If we sit down and have dinner with you, this isn't another trick of yours to maybe throw us back in the dungeons? I didn't like it there last time.
I've watched you come to my castle. I've been watching you since you passed my gargoyles. I know what you've been doing. You separated yourselves. The castle is my domain. I know everything that happens on it. Well done. You have magical means to blind my sight. But I have allowed you to make it all the way here. I didn't want to assail you. I could have attacked you in the moment you enter. But I didn't. Isn't that enough for you to know that I'm not willing to do that right now?
Can I insight check him?
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Are you afraid, Strahd? Did you
When
wish
you
to...
live as long as me, fear becomes something of the past. I fear nothing. I wish I did fear something, but I don't.
What is the shadows that you're uncertain about?
Well, you have brought this golden Death Star to my lands. The same way that you brought it to Demon Liu.
I think that followed us from when you sent us there.
I didn't send you there. You are making a mistake.
You didn't send us to Dimulu?
No, that was nothing to do with me. I was expecting you in my castle. I thought you wanted to escape.
No, we were definitely heading to your castle, and then we camped out for the night, and then before we knew it, we were in Dimulu. We assumed that was you.
Well, I wish I could control the mists like that, but the mist does not abide to no one. They do what they wish. The dark powers within control the mist themselves. I am the ruler of my land, my beautiful valley, but I don't decide where the mist do with other people. It's nothing to do with me.
I'm sure you know why we're here in this part of the castle right now.
Of course, you want my heart.
Yeah.
Forest girl, you're a stone. I know. That's what we could negotiate. It's not the best situation right now.
What is the price of us walking out with those items?
Well,
apart from dinner.
We can discuss it later. Let's do it. I trust you. I know you have a word. You have always fulfilled your word. I will promise you, as a knight, a prince, a king, and a warrior, and a general that I am, that I will not harm you, unless you misbehave and attack me or do something stupid.
Lilith will look at Sway and just try and read his body language.
Sway?
Just to kind of get a sense of, is he in on a trap, or whether he's genuinely hearing this for the first time.
mean, Sway is looking content. He's not scared really, as he should be, but it's nothing to do with his pledging his loyalty to Strat. He cares about his friends. But
Okay.
I'm gonna actually, what I'm gonna do with my dark gift, oh god, where I put it? I'm gonna send Lily the message. Okay, let me just find the.
Yeah, you just take a little copper wire and just whisper something, and then Lilith will hear it
Right.
in her mind.
Just hold up 1 second, Strahd. Let me just get this copper wire wrapped
Let
around
me
my
just
finger.
read this message.
Yeah. Yeah, he's steadily blanking at you, but he's not saying anything. He doesn't care.
I mean, he knows we are here. We need to take the
Yeah.
offer, otherwise we die.
Yeah,
He's just
Lilith knows that as well.
He's not gonna put us in a dungeon. He's a man
Is
of
that
his
what it is?
word.
Okay,
It's not a man.
she'll look back at Cabal and
I am a steamer man, Blue.
then she steps
Sure.
forward, she'll do a little curtsy. Then let's have dinner, I guess.
Cabal, Real, War Turtle.
Is there gonna be blood wine?
Oh, are you sure you wanna drink my blood wine?
Of course.
Of course, if that's what you wish.
Oh my
It
god.
might change you.
We'll see. I don't mind having dinner.
All right,
I'm going to.
Real.
I'm gonna
Actually-
turn. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna walk up to Zephyra, and I'm assuming she's staring at that stone that she wants, and I'm just going to whisper to her and I'll say, "I know that we are so close to it, but the opportunity is not now. Be patient."
You can. She doesn't say anything. You can see her kind of shaking in anger. And she is staring at the stone. But then she looks at you while you talk and kind of sighs and nods her head.
Very well, Strahd. I will sheath my glaive.
All right, Real. What do you think about this? Are you okay with that?
Sure. I'll follow my friends, I guess.
Claudio? There's no point hiding, I can see you. Are you alright with this? Claudio will look at him with this kind of like poker face. Yeah, sure. Whatever my mistress decides, that's what I go for. Well, it doesn't always have to be like that. Well, it's what I've chosen.
Claudio is free. He doesn't need to follow me, but he chooses to, and if he wants to leave, he's free to leave. He's under no obligation or anything else to stay and listen to me, or even call me mistress. He is free to make his own decisions.
That's admirable. I thought he was your slave.
No?
Good. You're a good imp. Claudia just gives him this nasty kind of like holding him, closing his mouth quiet, and he will telepathically tell you, please tell him to stop talking to me.
Hmm.
All right.
Telepathic. I don't think we're in a position to give him that demand.
I know. He says, yeah, I know. All right. If you all happy with it, I will just hold him here. Rahadin is on his way. He will be taking you to the guest room. In there you will find fine clothing, rest, relax, and we'll see you in a little bit later on. You're full of blood and you stink. I will not have you having dinner like this. And as he says that, after a minute, you are there, he just waits for Rahadin to go, but he just puts himself a little bit lower just to give you a little bit of space. And you are all there, looking at this heart beating with a stone attached to it, thorn vines.
How is the heart?
I will follow Rahadin to wherever we need to go.
Yeah, after a second, you see this this elf that you've met before. Some of you knew him as a different name, but he's the same elf, the same one who trapped you inside the Amber Temple, the same one who had your horses and your carriage thrown into the cliff of the Solenka Pass, and the same one who, disrespecting you, was really racist towards you because you were not from Barovia. And he comes with this smirk on his face, like looking at you.
Was he
And he
also
said-
was he also the one that was a goat?
Caloran, yeah.
No, was he
Say
a
it again.
goat? Was he a goat as well?
He was actually on there with the goat, but he wasn't a goat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he looks like a kind of like a black hair, kind of like getting into white hair now. So you ascertain that for an elf, he must be really, really old, like at least 700 years old, for that to be happening.
Very
And he says, "Okay, so follow me."
He almost got us killed.
Pretty much, yeah. He tried to.
He failed.
Yeah, he failed.
Shit. I'm just tempted to not throw him off the side of the stairs.
I mean, as you start walking down, after a few steps, Sway, you recognize these stairs that you're going down. You making your way into the guest room where you were confined when you stayed here. And you recognize the stairs keep going lower and lower. You keep descending to this tower. And eventually you find yourself in this corridor with two statues at each side. There is a painting of a Strat and a beautiful rug on the floor. And the painting of a Strat looks like he's 20 years older than the Strat you just saw a second ago. And he's kind of staring at you with holding his red armor. And he takes you through this lounge with some sofas, and you have a view, like it's got a window. And in there, he opens that room door, and he takes you to a room that you recognize straight away, Sway. He's got like a 4-poster beds, a few beautiful tapestries and nice curtains, tables. And in there is a young woman and a young man that they are waiting as you enter. Rahadin leaves without saying anything. He just walks away, and you are left with these two people. Sway, you recognize them from before. You are in the presence of Escher, the vampire consort, and and also the Barovian girl that you've also spoke with and were having dinner with, that you recognized from before.
Oh yes.
And you
Oh hello there.
Yes.
I'm just gonna kind of
Gertruda
Greet the
is
ones,
what's her
yeah.
name. And they are
the
there
gold
waiting.
digger, yeah? The local
Yeah.
gold digger, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Gertruda says, "Oh, hi, Sway. You brought your friends. Huh? It's a beautiful evening, isn't it?" And he looks at all of you.
Sure it is. Sure it is.
And you see on her face as she speaks, she's got this innocence to her. She's around 20-something, dressed up in beautiful noble clothes. She's wearing this beautiful pendant around her neck. She looks beautiful. She's the most beautiful girl that you've seen in a long time. And she's got this innocence to her eyes, and she seems quite nervous, and she's fidgeting with the clothes, this dress that she's holding. The master is told me I can pick any dress I want from all these dresses here, so I don't know which one to decide. And you see like she's so excited, and the other gentleman that is there is got like a blonde, long hair, very pale skin. He's dressed up in a red suit with some kind of like frilly shirt, white shirt. And he says hello to you as well, Sway, as you enter, and the rest of you. And how are you doing? It's nice to see you.
Oh,
Where have you been?
looking good as always.
Oh, thank you, Sway. You are always as good as you. It's nice to see you. I thought you left already.
I mean, where would I go from this beautiful land? I brought some friends for dinner.
Yes, the master told me about your betray. It's very
I didn't
low.
betray anyone, I just left because I had some things unfinished. But yet, look, here I am.
Yeah, it's good that you're back. I was longing to see you. And he looks at you as well, Real, and he gets really close to you. Oh, and who is this? Blue skin, you're gorgeous. What's your name?
I'm Real.
I'm Escher. Nice to meet you, Real.
You'll excuse me, I have to freshen up for dinner.
All right, yes. It's all right. You don't have to. You smell nice. Like a real
That's not what we
man.
were told. So,
Well, taste is only a point of view, right? I like it. Smell manly.
indeed.
And he looks at the rest of you. And who are all of you then? Gail? What's
Actually,
your name?
I know him, so I'm just gonna introduce kind of like I'm just gonna point everyone like to introduce it as the courtesies should be. So I'm gonna say this is Real, this is Cabal, this is Safira. The small one is Claudio and Lilith.
All right. And who is that handsome vampire? Hi.
Yeah, there's a Bloodwick.
Hi,
Bloodwick. I like your name.
yeah,
Are you one of us?
you could say that.
Nice.
And who
I
are
like
you?
your hair. Oh well, I'm one of the consorts of the master.
So you would be joining
One of his
us
brides.
for
Yeah,
this dinner?
sure, yeah. It'll be good. I look forward to meet you all. You seem like good people.
I look towards the group, and then I'll try to use this opportunity to get information. I'll be like, so you've been, how long have you been living in this castle for?
Around 20-something years, maybe less.
So you must have traveled all around this place. It is pretty large place.
Yeah, it's really scary sometimes.
Any
The dimension of it. Trust me, I'm not one that gets intimidated by large things, but this is something else. And he looks at you with his smile.
well, are there any unusual places in here that were very that you were awed by, that you found it interesting while you, because we haven't yet been escorted around this place.
Oh well, if you take the master's offer, he will let you explore the castle as long as you don't go to the lower floors. I'm sure he will be alright with that. I can give you a tour
And why
after dinner.
why are
perhaps.
we not allowed in the lower floors?
Well, the master is quite private with his things. His brides, his family tombs, all those things that mean a lot to him. And he keeps people and creatures on the crypts that are really dangerous. He doesn't like that. Private. But there is another few floors you can explore. Mind you, I wouldn't recommend you. I'm sure I've been told you were in the North Tower, so you must have passed by the... There is a few women there in one of those towers. I think you might know them, perhaps. Some of these hags from a coven that the master, they live here as well, but they're not very friendly. I wouldn't recommend you visit them. But the cathedral, the church, that's a nice place. I go there a lot when I want to be alone. Being a consort of Strahd is not easy. You don't know when he's gonna get bored of you and perhaps lock you with the other vampires that he got bored of.
I can assure you, Strahd is not bored of us. We keep him entertained quite well.
No, I was talking more about me, really. I know he loves you guys. He's got a soft spot for you. He says that he's never had so much fun. You are his favorite heroes ever. But my story is different. He could get bored of me any point, and then I will end up locked away.
Are you afraid of that?
Yeah, to be honest, I am.
Would you rather be free?
Of course, but freedom is not an option for me, really.
And what if it was?
I mean, I was happy once. I had a husband. We were really good together, and I was turned into what I am now, and my husband's people will not really have me. They are religious, and raven folk. And that was the end of my life, I guess.
End of your life, but you are still here. And if things
Well,
change...
I'm on living. I wouldn't call it living.
You shouldn't be so... You shouldn't think that they would never take you back. This is an assumption that you are making yourself. It's not something that they've said themselves.
I mean, look at me. Just feel my skin. And he puts his frozen hand on your shoulder. Do you enjoy when I touch you? It's unpleasant, right? Even though your muscles are warm.
Then perhaps one day this warmth that has left your body would return. And those that what you call family of the past will forgive you and take you back. You shouldn't lose hope.
Thank you, Cabal. I'm sure you will make someone really happy one day. Well, perhaps it could be today, right? And he just gets really close in in an unusual way. Like he's so close to you as he talks, like he's almost whispering in your ear.
I would say the only way I'm going to be happy is once this is all finished. But for now,
Man,
do you
we
know
got
when...
things to celebrate. The Moonstone is here. The sun has arrived back. We are not affected by the sun anymore. is beautiful. I was right on the sun this morning.
Yes,
Things have changed for us,
You've-
Vampires are alright with the sun now.
like I said, you may see the beauty, but it is the warmth that you are missing. Don't worry. I am sure, I can assure you, you will also feel that too.
Alright.
When is this dinner, by the way?
It's gonna be in a couple of hours, so you can relax. I'm just waiting on the lounge if any of you wanna join me.
Are we free to move around?
Oh no, I'm here to keep an eye on you just in case. So you kind of like in this room and the lounge as well. But you got Gertruda, she's really good fun. And Gertruda smiles and says, to you, she approaches you, Lilith. The master knows all your sizes. You got these beautiful dresses for you. You're gonna look so good. Let me help you. Your name was Lilith, yeah? You said?
I don't need any help to get changed.
Oh, you
No. Maybe try being a creep somewhere else.
Oh, but I'm just a normal girl. I'm not a creep. Why are you saying that? You're hurting my feelings. I'm
Sorry,
just
I
a
thought it was the
Kamarovian
guy.
girl. No, it's the girl. It's the girl.
Then it still stands. Maybe be maybe be creepy somewhere else.
Oh, all right. I understand. It's okay. All right. What about you? Do you need help, Saphira?
As the girl looks at Saphira, she's gonna wild shape into a wolf. And just go in the corner.
Oh my God! You just turned into a wolf. That's so rude. Oh, come on. You don't have to do that. I guess that's my cue, right? Your dresses are there. I'm going then. And she starts walking back, looking at the wolf, like as she moves back. And she leaves the room and she says, if you need me, I'll be there with Escher playing cards, okay? And she just slowly kind of closes the door behind her and leaves you in this room.
Everyone stay quiet.
Everyone's watching her.
So they both left the room, yeah?
What's the noise?
Oh, it's crisp. Sounds like a packet of crisp.
They both left the room, right?
Yeah, you are alone in the room now.
I would begin speaking, but I feel like there's another spy within the room, and I look towards Sway. Perhaps your master awaits.
Yeah, you think whatever you want. What do you think? Your idea would be to just go head on and fight, right? And die. And get everyone killed. That was your idea. I think this is much better.
You're assuming a lot.
You just assuming that we just came in like a heroes and claim whatever we want, but as you see, he found us and he knew we are here since the very beginning. So
Well, he found us perhaps because you were with us.
oh, come on, we experienced him before already. He was walking amongst us. He
But
knows us better than we know each other.
But wasn't it a coincidence as we arrived at that area he was waiting?
Well, think whatever you want.
I will.
I'm here to help.
Are you, though? Your words say differ. Calling him master in front of us, really.
I told you already, think whatever you want. I had to pledge my alliance to him. So you leave as well. Even if you don't see it like that. So think whatever you want, and I'm just gonna turn around and go somewhere else from Cabal.
Do you leave the room?
You are on mute, Frank.
Sorry, I was saying that you can either go, there is like a little smaller room by the side, or you can go to the lounge with Escher and Gertruda.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and play cards with them.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you got washroom, so I assume you will guys be taking a short rest while this is happening, as you guys get ready and all those things, right?
Are we gonna get
No.
attacked?
Nope. It seems like in the moment you spoke to him, you don't hear any weird ghostly voices like you've been hearing, or the castle itself looks so quiet and different, even though in these rooms where you've been on the low, and the areas that you've been, everything look kind of in ruins, but this room is really well kept. It's all really clean. So far, these newer areas that you're visiting, they look like completely normal, like actually quite clean, like someone is looking after it as well. So it doesn't seem to be dangerous here somehow.
Fair enough.
I'll give you a little bit of visual as well, actually,
Mhm.
so you guys can see where you are. And as you go away, Sway, you are in this other room here. Oh no, Sway is gone very big. Okay.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm fitting in that square. Oh my god. What is these squares?
They are big squares, so each square is like 10 feet.
Okay. No, it's
Yeah.
like we can only occupy
No.
four things. But it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Sway,
I don't know why.
Sway has become huge.
Yeah, and I cannot reduce him. He's just gone huge. Yeah.
I like him. He's so nice. Hello,
Let me just
Giant
change it.
Sway. Can you be
Yeah,
my friend?
He's giant. Sway. Let's make him 50 by 50.
As he leaves the room and shuts the door, that's when I'll be like, now that all of his lackeys have left, perhaps we can talk. I think we should try to find if there's we got some information. Perhaps the bride's room and the crypts are definitely in the lower area. That's what is certain now. We have to find our way there somehow. Perhaps they may have a map in this room of the whole place. Maybe we can ask or request one of those. I'm not sure. What do you all think?
I don't know. I think we should try to figure out where we are and how to get to that tower afterwards, I guess.
Perhaps we could, if you can spot another of those braziers, then we can use that. So keep an eye out for that.
Is there a window that we can see through in this room? Is there...
In this in there, you just got inside the closet. It seems to be.
No, I was
like
trying to be near the window and I just got there.
Yeah, you see that there is a tiny window barred with metal bars here. And then the room that you passed on the outside, on the lounge area, there was windows there that you could see the castle from the outside, like the courtyards and stuff like that.
And we see the
And you've come
tower.
up through. Yeah, so you are in some kind of turret, but you are much lower down now. So in terms of the castle height, you are kind of halfway now. Like you are in the middle of the castle in terms of height as well.
But if I look through
everything is
that
much
window,
lower.
can I see the tower we were on?
No, the tower you were on is much higher above you. You know, so you are.
But can I see the bottom of the tower? We were.
From when you are, you don't see the tower at all. Actually, you see the tower that you are, and you see all these rooftops That's lead eventually to the
Is it
outer
there?
gate of the front. Yeah, through there, you know that that's the entrance of the castle. You know,
Okay.
so you enter through there, and these courtyards that you see, they are like the side courtyards that you actually walk through before, all around. Just move your
Then we
Your
must,
icon
we
was-
must be in the south tower, right?
use. Yeah. Short rest. You can, guys, take a short rest if you want and update your icons and all that. Roll some dice.
It's okay. I took a lot of rest last time.
I will,
Sorry.
I will rest and get my HP back just in case. This place is.
I spent everything I had.
Oh, actually,
I
I
have-
don't need to. I can do the Ring of Regen, so I won't use any. Does anyone need to use that? Anyone out?
I'm one hit
Ring.
point, so no, not really.
It'll take an hour to attune to
You
it.
as well. Mm.
Yeah.
Geek. All right, let me just roll. 66.
Yeah.
just for the sake of it.
Buzz, if you are missing any HP, you can roll as well for hit points or anyone who needs to.
Yep.
Claudio
Claudio is a full. I see. So he's okay.
Goes 21 HP. I don't need that
Actually,
much, but-
the temporal hit points doesn't recover yet, but everything else goes back. And Safira, I'm not sure if you lost any HP. You are at max as well, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, amazing. And Sway, if you need to roll as well, you are at max as well. So
I will ask.
Yes, all max.
What's her name? Is Lilith doing a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll while we're resting, I'll just say to the other four, I'll be like, I know that you are all feeling something, that you're trusting Sway, but I just can't. I just can't do it. I can't. There's something off about this whole situation. You heard what I said before. How did he find us? Yes, this is his castle, but it was just so apparent that he was just there. So convenient. Am I being stupid? What I'm thinking?
No, it is coincidental. But I think it's as Strauss says, this is his castle and he knows exactly what's going on in here.
We also did a lot of noise when we crashed that elevator thing. So maybe, he might have been in the area. And that bastard Cyrus might have told on us.
Should I give Sway the benefit of the doubt then? Do you really believe he is here to help us? I mean, he called him master in front of us.
Yeah, we also agreed to have dinner with him. Doesn't make it like we really want to. Sometimes you have to think of how to survive the moment just so he can kill him later.
If Sway betrays us, then what?
Just keep it frosty.
Alright.
Wait, he didn't understand the meaning of it last time.
Well,
I understand what it means now.
and he kills him. Yeah.
I'm only keeping it frosty, Sway. And I'll look towards Saphira and I'll be like, are you alright?
She blinks her eyes at you and just kind of huffs. You can tell she's not okay, but she's just sulking in the corner.
How is my card game going?
you're probably losing.
Yeah. If you wanna, let's finish what you guys are thinking in this room, and then we move to you if it's okay.
Okay.
And then I'll say to Waterto, you requested blood to drink.
Yeah.
I would recommend not to have it. It may be some taste that you may become quite addicted to in your state that you are now. Or do
But
you?
I have tasted blood all the time. That's my drink with a meal. Blood.
Jam.
Can I have some of your blood?
No.
Now you step away from Wart. Oh no.
And
I'm going to the next room.
all right. As
It's
you
getting
go-
weird in there.
Yeah, as you go to the room, where Sway. I'll assume you go to the room where Sway is, right?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. As you enter, you see that Escher is harassing Sway. Pretty much, he's just sitting like so close to him that he's almost in his lap. The girl is kind of like also with the cards, and they are playing cards together. And she
I'm
looks
going
at
to
you and
tell
said,
Escher,
"Hi."
Are you cheating? Shouldn't you be that close? Can you see his cards?
Oh, no, this is more like, it's just my style. I like to get close to people. It gives me like a sense of warmth.
Because you can see their like cards. Are you winning?
No, I'm not watching, I'm not looking at his cards. That would be boring, right? It's good to keep the rules, don't you think? Which kind of rules do you like? And he approaches you. You wanna play?
I'm not sure I know this game.
We're playing Dragon.
Yeah, I only know how to play Tiger.
Oh, perhaps you can
No.
show me. I don't really know that game, but it sounds fun.
It's like Dragon but with smaller cards.
Oh wow! All right, that sounds. I love your outfit. What are you, like a sorcerer?
Something like that. I mean, I'm not sure. I still got the noble clothes from.
Yeah, your
party?
tunic. Yeah,
I
your
guess.
tunic is so fine. Oh my god! Look at that velvet. It's so right.
It was
Isn't
too
it?
expensive. It cost me a memory, which I didn't want to pay.
Oh wow, that sounds like really expensive. Was it a good memory?
I don't remember.
Like
I
of
mean,
your father or something?
no, I think it's something I have to do, but I'll
Oh,
remember
wow.
later, I guess.
How old are you? You're like 20?
How old am I? I mean, I'm younger than you. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you look really young, but look at my skin now at the moment. I even have color in my cheeks. And he looks like your age. He looks 20 as well. You realize. And Sway, you are quite surprised because you saw Escher last. He looked like he was 30 something. Now he looks 20. Like he had a plastic surgery, pretty much.
But is the color like makeup or is real? Can I tell?
Yeah, make a perception check. I'll give you advantage if you get really close to him. He is not not pushing your way. That's
I'm
for sure.
just staying from where I am. Just curious to see if there's something going on with his skin or.
Okay, yeah, make a perception check.
Just 11.
I mean, it doesn't seem like makeup in this kind of times. It's not like makeup now, so it's pretty visible, and he doesn't seem to be wearing any. And his skin is pretty pale, but he's got like rosy cheeks.
I mean, I only seen about 3 or 4.
Yeah,
No,
all the
5 or 6.
vampires you met, they were so pale, like alabaster.
okay,
This
so-
one is got like he could pass by. If you didn't know he was a vampire, you could believe he's a human easily.
I guess he's just cold to the touch, right?
Yeah,
So
he's
I would
frozen.
know.
Yeah.
No, you look pinker than the other vampires we met.
Yeah, it's all of us now. Since the master got this really cool toy, all of us are doing so well. Like things have changed. It's kind of like freedom for us. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's why I know that girl, she's really upset, but she's really special to the master, you know. Like, she's got like the lady that he's in love with, that Irina, Tatiana, whatever. She lives on her now. I'm not sure if she's aware or not, but she's like so special for the master. Your friend.
Yeah. And what do you think about that red star in the sky? Did it
Oh,
just
I think
arrive?
it's really bad. I mean, it just arrived like, I think it was yesterday. I
Oh.
noticed, or today. I'm not even sure. Today,
Mm.
right? Yeah, last night. I think last night it was there. But it's kind of scary. It seems like too close, right?
I guess. It's...
And the master doesn't really want to talk about it.
Oh,
But
I see.
he says it's a really bad omen. That is something really bad is going to happen here. I'm sure he will disclose more information during the dinner. He can be a bit stingy with information, if you know what I mean.
I guess he likes to talk when he's eating.
Yeah, we are actually eating at the moment. I had a meal this morning for the first time in like, I don't know how many years. But the food even tastes now. It's like, I mean, we still don't need it, but before, when we ate normal food, we kind of got sick. And now we just eat it and it's all right.
So is your heart pumping now?
You want to touch? And he just takes your hand and puts it on his chest
Sure.
before you can even answer.
I was like, yep, pink. Oh, let me
You
see.
you do feel some kind of beat going on there. It's very faint. It's not a
Wow.
normal beat, but it's got like a movement in there of some sort.
This is interesting, I guess.
Yes, it's so much power on that little trinket.
I never thought this would be possible.
I know. It's like, I mean, she's saving our lands without even knowing, you know.
Do you
girl.
still need to drink blood, or can you just eat?
I mean, I'm not really sure yet. It's only been like a day, but I haven't really tried yet. But I still feel the thirst, you know. Like if I look at your neck, I see your veins pumping. Like it's kind of like really like, oh, I'm sorry, and he just like moves back a little, and you see as he's saying that his fangs just kind of like instantly popped out for a second, and he kind of covers his mouth. Sorry, that was rude.
Okay. Well, I hope your game goes well, and I run up back, right?
Oh, please don't leave us. You're so fun.
Well, I have to get ready because your master said I smell.
Oh, he's just so stupid. I don't even think. I mean, I can taste and smell now, but I think he's overreacting. He's very dramatic, you know. It's not like me.
But still, he's the master of the house. I probably should, like, you know, do a bit of
Yeah,
magic.
he
And
gets so angry. He's really off-putting. You know, sometimes he just got his tantrums and he starts breaking things, and then you know, like it's the time for you to get out of here. You know.
okay.
All right.
Well, I'm going to get ready, and I'll go there and start.
Yeah, and you actually. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to use prestidigitation to clean myself and make myself smell like lemons. I don't know.
Yeah, you have like a, let's say that is not there written because characters in D&D don't go to the toilet, but let's say there is a toilet in here as well and a bath, you know, so you guys can have baths and shower and use toilets or whatever, you know, it's actually there as well. It just doesn't show in the map, let's say, but it's there as well. So, and also the clothes that you have on the bed, I don't know if is any of you wearing those dresses that are there. There is like a set of clothes that fits each of you, and it happens to be your favorite outfits as well. Like if you chose them in a shop yourselves, like it's exactly the colors that you like and the style that you like for each of you.
Okay.
Will you wear that, or will you stay with your older clothes?
I'll go with the dress.
Okay. How does it look like? What is Lilith's favorite color? Because that's the color it will be.
Ruby red.
Okay. All right. So it's a beautiful ruby red dress. What about the rest of you?
I think I just keep what I'm wearing. I think
Okay.
I like it. I just clean it and
I mean, Master has a really good sense of fashion, so I'm just gonna to wear. I'm sure I'm gonna like it.
Yeah. What is your favorite kind of outfit? Will it be like something leather and dark? Like something out of the Dust Till Dawn, I imagine? Yeah.
Me?
Sway, yeah.
Yeah, probably actually.
Okay.
All
So
in
like a vampire
grey and
barman
black.
from Dust... Grey and black, yeah? Like a vampire barman from Dust Till Dawn in grey and black. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cabal, do you wear the clothes that is there?
I do not clean, I do not wear anything that he's given me. I will just be in the common room staring at Sway.
Okay.
Sway is not there, so Sway is playing cards after.
Yeah, he's on the other room. But you can go there as well if you want. And Bloodwick, will you wear the clothes that he's left there for you?
Of course, there's free clothes.
Yeah. What is Bloodwick's favorite color? Because that will be the clothes that he picked for you, surprisingly.
So I've got a couple of favorite colors. So it's gonna be a black, long coat.
Okay.
I'm gonna be topless underneath, so I can show
Oh,
off my
nice.
abs. And it's
Okay.
gonna have red fur around the collars
Okay.
and
Amazing.
red stitching.
Okay. Amazing. So that's what you have there.
And
It's just perfect.
leather pants.
Okay. Nice. And leather pants. Amazing. So just like a rocker, pretty much. Amazing. From the
Yeah.
80s. Amazing. Okay. What about you, Safira? There is a dress there for you that is precisely your favorite color and style. Which,
She will not wear the dress.
okay. Good. Cabal, and you don't wear the dress, real as well. So, and then for Claudio, there is this little, like, suit, like, you know, like a kid's wedding suit, you know, but it's like the size of Claudio, actually. And he will ask you, Lilith, should I wear it? I don't really normally wear clothes.
What does his one look like?
That's for you to decide, actually. Since Claudio is your sidekick, so I'll let you decide what his favorite clothes will be, if it's okay.
I'm gonna go with like a tux, but the jacket's like a kind of blood red
Okay.
with a black bow tie.
Okay, nice. Yeah, like a little tag jacket with a black bow tie. Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll say, yeah, if you wanna come up, it feels weird in my skin. I hope I don't get excited and burning. But I'll be careful.
Yeah, try it on. I think you'll look good in.
Is he like a dog with shoes on? You know, when you put like shoes or socks on them, they're just like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I will imagine him being like, you know, like when you dress up like a toy, you know, and he's got like no pants, but he's got this kind of like really small little jacket with it. I just imagine him being quite cute, like almost like a cartoon kind of character. But that's just me. All right, and time passes. Eventually, after an hour, once you rest and get changed and everything, Escher comes to the room and he says, so are you all ready? The master just sent me a message to let me know that whenever you guys want, food is going to be served in like 15-20 minutes. Is that all right for you?
That sounds fine.
All right. I hope you are hungry because he's made, like, the servants have made so much food, you know. And he kind of waits a little. And time. Do you guys want to do anything else in this time that you have left, or you want us to just keep moving the scene forward?
Yeah, keep moving it forward.
Okay. All right. So he escorts you down. You go down the stairs once more, and you keep going down until you end up on the very bottom ground floor. In terms of you guys remembering where you are, just you will kind of know this area, and you can be following your own map. Actually, will you show your map to Escher, or I imagine you will have the map concealed, right?
Yeah, I have the map and I've concealed it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then you end up passing through all these different rooms. The bottom of the castle, the part you entered that was through the staff area, was really dirty. The same here. All this part of the castle is super clean. Everything is immaculate. The glass seems to be not broken. Everything is in good condition. And you end up being in a dining room, taken to a dining room. And as you are approaching it, you hear a dramatic organ playing. That sounds like this. And then you hear that sound coming from the lounge, that where you are going at the moment. And let me give you a little bit of description. Okay, so once you passed through this main hall, you see the main door that you didn't enter from, and you make your way, and you are. Let me just find it. Actually, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking of that. I'll describe you the room quickly, and then you guys can interact with it. Okay.
Let me in. I'm hungry, guys.
I'm sorry.
Why?
Yeah. You are
I want-
there. Sorry. Okay. Oh yeah. Now here you are. So you are in room. Okay. Perfect. I got it here. Yes. So you've passed the guest hall, and now you're in the dining hall, and then you see that the room has 3 huge chandeliers that illuminate this chamber. There is pillar stones, white marble walls supporting this beautiful ceiling. In the center, there is like a table covered with a fine satin cloth, and it's got all these beautiful snacks and starters already, like things for you can pick, like sweet fruits, different herbs, roasted vegetables, all very light, and all with china, delicate china and silver. And each plate, there is next to it a crystal goblet. Most of them are filled with wine, but and you are offered to sit there. You see the massive organ with the pipes, and Strat is with his back at you, actually facing away from you, and is actually playing at the moment as you are entering the room. In the moment you enter, he just plays. He is playing, but his face is looking at you, so he's actually playing just like one of those pianists that know exactly the notes and he doesn't need to look at it. And he says, "Welcome. That's much better. Please take a seat." And Rahadin is there as well, and all the people who you see on the table sitting. But Rahadin is not actually joining you on the table. He's just on a corner with his arms crossed, and he's just there. You see also 2 servants in the room that I haven't put tokens for. There is a woman that seems to be like with brown hair, human lady, and then there is a young looking teenager, Bistani looking gentleman. He's got like a quite brighter clothes than her, much brighter, and he's there serving the food. And he approaches you, Bloodwick, and he said, "You want the master's wine, yeah?"
Yes, please.
But he's not gonna be blind. Wine, you're aware of that, yeah?
Of course. You think I'm an amateur?
Alright. And he pours from this fine silver kind of bottle. He pours into your glass, and you can see that it's blood. Like it's really thick. A much blacker blood than you've ever seen before.
Cool.
Like unusually dark. And you are sitting next to Strat, and he says to you, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Yes, I'll have it with my food.
Alright. He claps his hands. "Please, bring the starter." And then the servants enter with this dish that they introduce being boulder head trout pie with wood elf forest salad. And they serve one plate for each. It's all plated for you. And he looks at you, Saphira, he's right next to you, and he smiles. "I hope you like the wood elf forest salad."
Thank you.
It was just for you. And the servants start pouring some wine that they introduced being Red Dragon Crush that you've heard already before. He says to you, "I see you are a guardian of the forest."
I am, yes.
"There is so much more to be learned from beasts. Don't you agree?"
I suppose.
"I know you hate me, and it's understandable. But make no mistake, I'm not interested on you as you. I'm interested on the other one that lives within you. So I'm sorry if this seems a bit unusual for you. I'm sure it's not pleasant to have someone else within you.
It is
My
not.
apologies. I guess it's kind of my fault."
What do you mean?
"Well, your thing that the gift that was brought to me from your land has a lot of properties, and one of its properties is that it accelerates the process of the land, When you are here in Barovia, people who die don't really die. They just get reincarnated over and over. It's part of my doom, I guess, from the mists. But since we have your gift, now things are moving faster. I've never seen another reincarnation of Tatiana so fast. But I think everything is moving faster thanks to you, and I'm really appreciate it. I'm sorry, I know it must be not pleasant for your forest, but look at the happiness on these people's faces. Isn't it worth it?" And he looks at you expectantly.
Saphira does not say anything. She grabs her fork and knife and just starts stabbing in her salad and eating.
Oh no. Fair enough. All right. So this will go on while the dinner. You guys can interact with any of the characters, ask anything to any of them. Just to break the ice, Strack will say, Castle Ravenloft has an extensive library. Just the other day, I was reading a book about an immortal dog that was impossible to put down. And he just laughs, and all the vampire, Gertruda, and Rahadin laugh like he was the funniest joke in the world. What do you guys do? Do you laugh at his joke?
Who made that joke?
Strat.
Linus, and it does an awkward smile.
Yeah, one shouldn't disrespect the hosts. Really.
I have a joke.
Yes,
Oh, no.
go on. I would love to hear that, Cabal.
That would be a first one, Cabal. Let's go.
Once there was a duchess. She is now dead.
Hmm. He laughs first. I know. I have a question for you. Would you have been able to do that if you were not working with my arch enemy? With
What?
Azalin Rex. Your master, right? Your ally.
I think our acquaintance with Mr. Rex is exaggerated.
I mean, perhaps there is things that perhaps not all of you have been honest with each other. There is much more that you don't know, isn't it, Saphira? Haven't you told them about how you got here?
Yes, through the mist.
And who brought you in? Do you think it's a coincidence that you're here?
No, I know exactly why I'm here. It's because you stole the stone.
Do you know who brought the stone to me?
Who?
Azalin's people. It was a gift from him. I think you've been tricked all along there. He said he will save my land. His men brought it here to me. I didn't steal anything from you. It was a gift from him. And yet, you also got an egg for him, his dragon. Also, like it wasn't bad enough. You also got his shadow dragon back. Thanks to you, now he has two. Right?
The egg was destroyed.
You cannot
Wasn't it?
destroy the essence of a dragon. His essence went to him. He took the dragon and left you there. That's what he does. If you think I'm a trickster, I hardly say this, but he's even a better trickster than I ever will be. That horrible Lich King from hell.
Are you afraid of him?
I've told you already. You're obsessed. I'm not afraid with anything. I'm afraid for my people. I'm afraid for my land. But my life is everlasting. That's my curse. What will you be afraid of? To die? Will that be something? I will be reborn again and again and again. But I'm not pleased, because I do, if I have to be honest, you probably dislike me a lot, I know. I dislike everyone, but there is no one that I dislike more than him.
So why would you accept a gift from him then?
Because I knew what the gift would do. Now my people have sun. The land is blooming with life. I want my servants to be happy. Now I can see the sunshine again. How could I say no to a gift like that? A gift of life. I longed for my youth, and now I'm young again. I have no prejudices where it comes from. I'm sorry it was from you. That was not my fault. I didn't even know I existed until he his people brought it here. The Kargat.
I would like to insight check him.
Yeah, make an insight check. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be lying. Second course arrives. Is introduced as Baratrov braised beef with ginger and K1 reduction sauce, and is served with roast vegetables on the side. And they all change your plates. The two servants quickly do this. And for that course, there is a purple grape mash wine. That is a different one. It changes all your glasses, but to you again, Bloodwick, he pours another glass of this unusual blood. Did you finish the first one?
No, I didn't.
Mhm.
I was gonna say when he did the joke, I had something in my mouth and I spit it out because it was so funny. But Mo's told his joke before I could say that.
Okay. And you finished your glass of wine? The first one?
No, because when I spit it out, didn't I? So I didn't finish it. I just left it because the jokes were too funny.
Okay, because at this point it's been the starter. So how much of the blood do you drink, actually? This is important.
As I said, I spit it out.
So
I
you
had
don't
some in my
drink.
mouth, I spit it out, yeah.
So you don't drink any then?
Yeah, not from the starters, no.
Okay. All right. So then he wouldn't give you a new glass until you finish that one. And if you spit it out, he will actually say to you, "Don't spit out that. That's very precious blood."
Sorry, but the joke was too funny. What do you want me to do?
I know, I am funny. What? I'll let you off for that. And Gertruda, you can see that she doesn't know how to use cutlery. She keeps dropping food on the floor. She's so nervous. Escher is eating. Strat himself is not eating anything. He's just drinking.
Kabal's not
Wine.
drinking or eating. He's just sitting there.
Okay. The servants will kind of pile up your plates like you were eating. They won't clear it unless you ask them to. And then at this point, once you all finish the main, there is a dessert that is served as well. The servants call Bloody End.
Come on,
And it's
Cabal, eat up. The food is. You cannot deny Strat cuisine. Strat kitchen is very good.
Yeah, this
What do
is
you
all
think, guys?
Barovian cuisine. Do you think I'm gonna poison you? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's
Do
what
you
he
think I'm
thinks.
that low?
Yeah, that's what he thinks.
I'm just not hungry or thirsty. Here,
Fair enough.
take mine, and I give it to Sway.
I imagine everyone is eating normally, unless you guys
Yeah.
say so.
So what can you
Ye-
tell me about that red star? Seems
Ugh. Yes, yes, the red star is very bad. You brought it. It brought the shroud from Darkon. It came out of the star. I have spies everywhere, and coincidentally, that star appeared the same day of his ascension. Coincidentally, the same night of the party in Valaki, the same night that Mamun had promised me a conversation with the Whisper One. He was meant to come here, to manifest here, to help me. But he did not. Neither did Mamun. Don't you think it's a lot of coincidence there? Don't you?
I don't know. I mean,
I see it. Azalin leaves Darkon. He disappears. The star appears on the sky. In time, mist comes up from the start and starts consuming his land. Now those start is also in Demon Liu. And as I heard today, last night, the shroud poured out of the star in Demon Liu as well. The undead are ravaging all around. Is mayhem there. And now it's here. And it's all because of you, I guess. Your alliance with Azalin is doing something. What do you think it was gonna happen? That you will destroy and kill the ruler of the land and everything will be okay?
We've already killed one ruler of one land.
Yes, you've killed the land. That's what I mean, as well. Things are meant to be how they are. Do you think you can... There is hundreds of domains like mine. Do you think you're gonna save all? Do you think these people even have a choice? They don't know anything better. You assume they are unhappy. And you call yourselves saviors. He looks at you, Cabal. But continue. Say what you were gonna say. You're gonna threaten me, I guess. Again.
No, my question is, you keep assuming that we brought this star here and we have some sort of relationship with this man that you called Rex. What was his name again? Rex? I can't remember.
Azalin Rex.
Azalin Rex.
Well, you all bear his essence somehow. I detect him on you. You've agreed to a pact with him. That's how things work here. The same that Sui has agreed to serve me by working for him or whatever you did with him. You've kind of agreed to something. He's using your little power himself. Your connection is right open. He might just be here looking at us as we are having dinner now.
Out of character, did we know that Jerome was Azalin Rex?
You know because the mist told you. And you told everyone else. On the last couple of games.
So, no, I'm not going to reveal that to him. So,
I mean, he knows that you know. That's why he's telling you. It's obvious that he knows.
He doesn't know I've spoken to the mist, right?
He doesn't know that you spoke to the mist, but he knows somehow that he can sense that you have brought a little bit of an essence of Azalin on you. That's what he's telling you now.
I would say... What do you want from us now? What is this all niceties? Get to the point.
Alright, it does. What do you want? I will do it. I'll tell you what I can give you. And I'll tell you what I want in return. And you can either agree or disagree. That's up to you. I can give you a little bit of background history on my best friend Azalin. I can tell you his true name. I know it. He was trapped on my land with me for 300 years. I had to endure him. And I know a lot about him, his weaknesses. I also know that he was obsessed with Vecna. And he had a plan to... He's made some kind of deal with the Whisper One. That's why he's free. To break his bound to the land. My spies have informed me of a lot of things. He has made a deal with Vecna. And now he hates the Dark Powers like he's always done so much. While he was here, he always talked bad about them. He will say he will destroy the domains of Dread one day. And I know he has made identical copies of himself due to a device that we built together 100 years ago in order to escape our domain and failed. And I needed him to leave my land once and for all. And I can tell you much more about that story. I know that it's very likely that some copies of himself are in your land now, doing his own plan, because I'm sure Vecna wanted something in return for his freedom, and he doesn't care if the domains live or die. I'm sure he's got some more planned for you and for your land. And I will forget your past transgressions. I will release you and let you leave my lands in 3 days, if that's what you need. I can even give you gold for you to leave afterwards. But I will need to extract Tatiana's soul from you, Saphira, using the Moonstone. Only then I will have enough energy to do that. And if it comes to it, I'm sorry for you, Sway. You will have to stay here. Your oath to me is not easily broken, and your family is here. Amara will come back.
As long as you hold your word, which I know you are man of your word, then it's a price worth paying.
And I know, Cabal, I know you want your friend, Sina, and even your mother. She's here as well, isn't she? I know your little secret.
I want to see them both.
Do you want them to be free?
I want you to free them both and let us all go.
Okay.
But I want to see them both.
Don't worry, you will see them in time. They are unharmed. In return, well, I want the things that you took from my land. My holy symbol that you bear there. My diary as well that you hide on yourself, Cabal. I feel it like it's burning me. And I want the Moonstone to stay here. My people have never been happier. You said you wanted to save my land. You wanted to bring the sun to my land. The sun is here now. I think it's only fair. I understand your forest is suffering. Perhaps I could break a little piece of it, and you could take that piece with you to fix your tree, Saphira. And if you agree to my terms, perhaps if I really need it, I might need your help one day if things got really bad with Azalin. But I won't need anything else from you. You will be free to go.
This doesn't sound like the conversation we had at the steps. I'm hearing a lot of things that you need in comparison to our very small requests.
You can have gold. You can have your people back. You can have your freedom. Isn't that what you wanted? To leave my lands?
Yes, I'm pretty sure you've brought us to these lands, did you not?
Not personally for any reason, because it's you. That's what I do. I get bored. I bring people. But I respect you too much now. You've proven to be true warriors and true survivors. And to be honest with you, I want new blood.
Where is Amara?
She left with my Vistani. Sway, you should have been there with her. She's on their way to your land, to Waterdeep, I believe. They were leaving first. She's out of the domains. With Randall, that claw of yours, who is actually a man now, surprisingly.
I would say the Moonstone belongs in Saphira's land, so you saying that only a fragment should go to her might have to reverse that around the other way.
Speak for yourself, Saphira. What say you about this? Do you think a piece of the stone will be enough to heal your forest?
No. If I'm leaving with the stone. All of
But
it.
what about the land? What about the sun? What about the happiness of Barovia? Don't you care about that? I guess not. But what about the rest of you? I thought that's what you wanted.
Happiness can come to this land. You just need to bring it. That doesn't necessarily need to be in the form of the sun. If you were kinder, more generous to the people, I would imagine that they would love you infinitely and not fear you.
Well, obviously you haven't ruled for so many years. I have. People
Maybe your
fear
choice
war.
in representatives are not that great.
People fear what they don't understand. You should know better than me. You are something that people don't understand itself. How can something like you have a heart and a soul and live? You have felt it all your life as well. People need to pay taxes. They need to work for me. That's the way it is. If they don't, if I don't impose myself, if I'm not a tyrant, they will be invading my castle. I've tried the good approach before. It doesn't work. People need to fear me. It's the only way for them to respect me. Unfortunately. In an ideal world, perhaps.
Maybe we're two sides of the same coin.
I do have to say, I admire you. You are an true example of integrity and values and a supreme cleric or whatever, holy woman. But there is so much more to life. You still have to learn. You are young.
Yeah, Lilith will kind of look down as she says that. These lands have tested me and pushed me to a darker place. I've murdered a child.
Well,
So I'm not sure your judgment of me is correct.
well, those witches, they are unusual creatures of the night. And I guess everyone deserves sometimes what they have. Look at them now. They are alive and kicking back in Kresk now, thanks to you, Sway, as I heard. So, whatever you did is been fixed now. I've killed many children. Not for fun, not for pleasure. I don't enjoy doing that. But sometimes life takes you places that you don't really enjoy being in. And just the way it is, and the way it will be always. And he looks back at Cabal. But I'm sorry, I cannot give you the stone.
You mentioned about extracting Tatiana from Saphira.
Mhm.
What does that mean?
Well, since I have the stone now, it's got very strong power. Like I told you before, I have enough knowledge. I've learned to build this machine that roams the mists. He appears sometimes, but thanks to Azalin, when he was here 600 years ago, also, he left a way for me to build it in a very basic manner. Not enough to me to devour my soul, but enough for me to extract a soul and put it back into someone else. So my fine Gertruda here has offered herself to be the bearer of Tatiana's spirit. Don't you, my dear? Of course, my master, it will be an honor. I mean, we could truly get married and you will always love me if Tatiana was in me, she says. So, yes, so that will be, it will take me 3 days until the full moon. Then when the full moon is high in the sky, in the night sky, the stone will be at its most powerful. Then I will need Saphira for a few minutes. Tatiana's soul will come out and go into Gertruda.
And what will happen to Saphira?
She will just be the same than before.
No harm will be done to her.
No harm will be done to her, no. She will be the same. I mean, you were something unique. Fuck, I just had a blank out. I'm sorry, guys. My apologies. I was gonna say a name, I can't remember the name. The soul that you have taken, Saphira,
Jason
is...
Derulo.
Yeah, Jason Derulo, yeah. Damn it. Let me just check my notes because I have a mental block with these two names that every fucking time I forget. My apologies.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. I actually watched a really good video about Michael Jackson the other day on Netflix, actually. Just making conversation where I found the notes. But you guys role play for a second if you want while I find it.
Lilith whispers, leans into the table and says, looks around her. I wonder what name he's going to sing.
Is Strahd just sitting there holding his head and having like a brain fart and it's just
Yeah, he's kind of like
Well,
using one of these things that he's kind of looking into the air and thinking, you know?
I mean, still, he might look young, but he's still an old man.
Yep. Damn you. That was low.
He's still
Can we just start naming
or
people?
fart.
Yeah.
I think I
No,
know what
okay.
the names you're talking about. I think it's
Yeah, it's the
D
name
and K or something. Didn't it?
Yeah, no, it's like an
Say
I. It's an I in the beginning, but I forgot now the name. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. Okay.
Connecting to Martin and beyond. Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, connect. No, he
Yeah.
probably did. Actually, do you remember, Julia? Actually, out of game,
Behind the paywall.
Remember?
the name of the girl whose spirit occupies you.
Juliana.
It's something that sounds like that, though.
Iliana?
Yvonne, I think it's Yvonne or something like that. Sorry, I just checking my notes, but I have so many notes at the same time. I know your surname is Harker, and your sister name and yours. That's the ones that I need to pull up that I actually forgot.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Nasiri is your sister's name, but yours I can remember right now off the top of my head, so I'm just checking my notes quickly. Okay, and is here.
Lauren?
Damn it, yeah, Lauren. Oh no, this is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, viewers. The DM
Alright.
is failing
no,
here.
No, not at all. I'm reading. Mm.
Okay.
Could we take a break, maybe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think that will actually be a great idea. So then we can take a quick break, and then we can, when we come back from break, I will have had all my notes ready because I fell on that little one. And then, yeah, it will be great if everyone is cool with it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. We will back shortly. Don't go anywhere. And as always, thanks so much for watching. It means a lot that you are here.
See you in a
Please don't
bit.
go anywhere. See you in a bit. Alrighty, and welcome back to Dining in Barovia. Thanks for watching again, and we go back into this dining room where a decisive meeting that will determine the future of the Outsiders is on place at the moment. As you are standing there, the dessert is being served. It's like some mixed berries with cream and kind of like a meringue, that kind of style dessert that it was described as a final end. Bloody end, my apologies. And we figured out that Saphira's soul, that I forgot the name, was called Yvonne Harker. So,
Jasmine, no?
Jasmine, yeah, Jasmine. You see, I have
Oh
a
my
mental
God.
block. I said
Just
Yvonne.
making it
Yeah.
up, Yvonne.
I'm sorry, all Yvonne's out there. It's not you. All right. So Jasmine Harker, and then as we are discussing this, Strat has proposed a deal. You stay for 3 days, let her extract Tatiana's soul. He keeps this moonstone, and you can all go and take your family with you. And even he will pay you as well, just so you leave happily. And he is standing there looking at you with the finished meal. He will offer you a bit more blood wine. He will say, "You're not drinking my wine. You said you wanted it, now you make me waste it." Bloodwick.
No, I finished the glass now. Hearing all the stories, I didn't realize what I was drinking. I thought,
Okay.
and I just drank it all.
Okay, now you make this Constitution saving throw.
No, there is no constitution saving throw.
You just die. There's no saving.
You just feel as you finish drinking the wine after a while, as you start looking on the room, you start seeing things that were not there before. The colors itself seem more distorted. You almost see shadows where there was nothing before. And as you look at your allies, you feel their vein on their neck pumping, like almost like you can see their blood, like almost like they are translucent. And you all realize that Bloodwick eyes have a red tinge to them that didn't have before. You have become a vampire, Bloodwick.
I'm just going to say my blood is blue and really tastes awful.
You are a full vampire now with amended stats. I will make stats for you for
Okay.
next game. But you are
Jealous.
you are a new a lesser version of a full vampire. Let's put it like that.
Cool.
Adam, now. All right, and as you are all there and you finish your wine, Strats look at you, Saphira, that are next to her, and he says, "I will have traveled through oceans of time to find you, but you just came to me. I know this stone means a lot to you, but I'm afraid it means a lot to me too. And can we somehow get to some kind of agreement, you think, Saphira?"
Would I know if the stone would still work if it was like cut in half?
Make a nature check with advantage. Actually, either nature or arcana, your choice. Okay. Oh, wow. 21. All right. You will know that as long as is half of it, it will probably work still. You could potentially do that. It will have to be half. It couldn't be just a piece. It will have to be half of it. And it will have enough power to perhaps bring your forest back. But it might not be as strong power as before, but it will still regenerate your forest.
Okay. You can have Tatiana. I just have one request.
Okay.
Let
I'm all
me leave
ears.
with half of the stone. You can keep the other half. That way, it will work for both of us. It will save my forest and it will help your people.
He pauses.
You will have the love of your life with you.
He looks at his plate. There is nothing on it. Takes a sip of wine. Sure, that will not be enough to save all my children, but my closest children will be okay. And the sun will still shine every day, giving happiness to the people of my land, perhaps. So yes, we are on in business. Once we extract your soul, we will break the stone in half. And you will take one half, and I will keep the other. That seems
However,
fair.
I want to make sure that my friends agree. And I look around the table at everyone.
Yeah, let's go one by one, starting with Bloodwick. Tell us what Bloodwick is thinking, rather than what Bloodwick is saying, just what he's thinking about this. If you're okay with to do that, Buzz.
All I'm thinking right now is blood.
Okay.
The blood of the kids. I'm like,
All right.
yeah, it's fine. I held up my glass. I said, I agree.
All right. Cabal. What is Cabal thinking? What is going through Cabal's emotions and feelings, and what is he? In which state is he now?
He is trying to find a way to meet Senna, and he hears the agreement that's been made, and he's going to say something to him, but he looks at Saphira and nods.
Okay. Real? What is Real? What is going on Real's mind at the moment?
I was just thinking that it sounds too good to be true, but he's going to wait and see how we resolve the Red Star problem.
Okay. Amazing. Lilith. What is Lilith thinking to all this? How is she feeling with this agreement?
I feel like he could do more. She'll say it. I think you can do more for your people, not just the other vampires and other creatures of the night. I think if you do something, the people will change their opinion of you. You don't need to be a tyrant. That isn't the only way. It might have failed once, but I think the people need change. But it has to come from you as their leader. And
Right.
as a side note, I think you are aware of everyone that comes into the lands. Blinsky is one of those people that should be in your dungeon.
He is no longer with us, unfortunately. He has betrayed me as well and joined other forces.
Okay. So I would say
believe
that,
he will be my dungeon too. I agree.
okay, so we're on the same point. There whilst we were going through your lands, there were so many things where creatures were just killing people. The people think these creatures are yours.
I understand. I have many servants, but you have seen Barovia in a way that not many of the residents from the land ever sees it. When my Tatiana is here, close by, I'm reborn. When she's not here, I keep myself in isolation, sometimes 20, 30 years, and things come back to the way they were when that time happened. You just come in a time that have been very awakened now. And before we keep this conversation, Sway, what is Sway thinking?
I mean, I just met Safira, so he's not really. I'm not really someone who should be deciding this.
Yeah, it's just more like what
really-
Sway is thinking in his own mind, you know?
It's up to her. I mean, like, still, considering that no one has to die, and if half of the stone is enough, I think that's a fair trade.
Okay. All right. So once we all know what everyone is happening, he will continue and he said, perhaps, Lilith, would you like to stay for a while and be my consort? Perhaps with you by my side for a while, I could make the people of the land happy. You seem to know much more about these things than I do.
Sure.
I could take your advice.
Definitely. I would maybe also bring in is Sway's father dead?
No, I believe he's back to where he was. He's in Balaki, on the church.
Did he get turned into a vampire?
He is a vampire, yes. But his beliefs somehow are still there, and the Morning Lord seems to have listened to him. I'm not sure to what extent what he's doing in Balaki. I don't really care.
I think if we had him aboard as another advisor, the people will be much more willing to listen to what you have to say.
You're right. I like your suggestion. I like women able to make decisions with themselves. Well, women and everyone. I like that. I will take your suggestions on board. So, Cabal, you wanna see Sina now?
I do, but I have a question. Which
Please
has
go
not been
ahead.
addressed.
All right.
You've spoken about how this land will be and should be, but how are you going to stop this red star that will consume these shadows? What is your plan?
I have been researching in my library, and I believe the solution for this problem will be for Azalin to go back to his land and stay there in his domain. But the problem, like I told you, he's got many copies of himself. One of you carry on you, real, in case you wonder what that book is.
What book? What? I don't have a. I mean, I have a book, but I mean,
Yes, that little
Yeah.
spell book of yours, and that mark that I feel burns me almost. That's the mark of Azalin Rex on you. He's listening to our conversation right now.
no, he
Regards from
doesn't listen.
Barovia.
He doesn't listen to me. He's fine. He's no.
Let me say, why not, as you are agreeing to all this. Viran Zalhonen, I know you can hear me. I send you my love from Barovia, whatever you are planning to do with the domains. I will do whatever I can to stop you and send you back to your palace to be your doom, as it should have been. So, tell your book to tell its master.
I whisper into my hand, deny everything.
I look towards Rill and
This is no good, you hear in your head. You cannot listen to the devil. He lies all the time.
Totally, yes. I know you're good.
I would say,
So, answering your question, Cabal, once more, I might need your help for that at some point, because I know one version of Azalin was here with you in Demon Liu helping you, whatever. The other copy of himself lives within that book of yours. But I sense the third version of him is no longer in the lands. He has left the domains.
I will go.
And he's got a plan.
I will say to Strahd, is there a way that you can stop him from listening to us now? If
Yeah, I wish I did, but the power of the domain itself,
if,
there is so much more you don't understand.
if Rill was
but-
escorted out of this room, would we be able to speak more freely?
Yes, that will help.
I look towards Rill and now.
Everyone looks at Rio, yeah, like quietly.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Rael.
just finishing my dessert. Like have like
Is
half
it in
a
your mouth?
spoon. It's just it's just.
You just
very,
stay
like-
like a spoon
Yeah.
halfway.
I'm going
and
to
you look
grab
around.
like 2 desserts. I'll grab Cabal's dessert and my dessert, and I'm going to lay it with them.
Oh wow. Okay. As you are about to leave, you feel for a second in your mind, Real. Don't leave. Use your spells. What do you have ready? We have to listen to that conversation.
He can
What do
see
you
me
have?
when I'm invisible, so I don't think
I
that
know.
works.
That's not gonna work. Do you have something to listen? It's
No.
crying.
Technically, I can use. Yeah, I can do one spell for free, right? Even if I don't have it
Yeah.
prepared.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I could try scrying. I don't know if they'll let me.
Okay. He
So-
will say, yes, try it. Just scrying your friends.
Do I need the focus? I don't have the focus.
Let me be your focus. My power itself will be your focus.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll go back to the deep. My power itself will be the focus. Yeah, that's right.
Oh. Yeah, I thought you left me for a minute. Okay. That's you.
No,
Okay.
I'm here with you. Always.
So
For the mission.
scry. I have first-hand knowledge, or do I know the target well?
Yeah, you know all the targets well. If you
So they get
scrying
a
one of your
minus
friends.
5. But I don't have any body parts of them or anything, so it's just. I'll scry on Cabal.
Oh, wow, nice. Cabal, make a wisdom saving throw, I believe, right?
Yeah, and you get a minus 5 because I know you well.
What's the DC? 17?
17, yeah.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, I got a plus 10 for that. Oh, alright.
Oh, wow.
no.
I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm
no.
joking, I don't. Imagine I did. Alright, I need to get a natural 20 then. Otherwise,
Wow.
there's no way I'm going to be able to. Alright.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh no. All right. As you are not aware of it, but the Real has left the room, and you all with the Strat. So your friend is gone now. Now we can speak freely. Lilith, what did you want to say?
I think I said everything.
No, I'm sorry. I just heard someone speaking. I thought it was you. My apologies. All right. So let's keep going. So yeah,
It's really
go
thinking
ahead.
hard.
Cabal.
Did I say something?
No, I thought you did. Sorry, my apologies. Cabal, go ahead.
You've mentioned one theory is to return him to his
Domain.
domain. However, I have another theory, but you may not like it.
All right. Go ahead. I'm all ears.
We require your blood.
I don't understand. Why will you need my blood for?
With
Do you want to turn to a vampire like your friend?
No. With your blood, I can keep Barovia safe. And I can stop this. We can stop this darkness, this shadow, destroying all the other planes of dread. Or domains of dread.
I am the land. Myself. My land is the most powerful of all, and surrounding it, all the others' domain slowly appear with time, one by one. Do you believe that my blood can change things? Where do you acquire this knowledge?
I know this.
How come I don't know?
I know this because something speaks to me that does not speak to you.
Is it your blood magic?
It is beyond that, beyond us all. Something that binds you to this land and binds every domain.
I feel all of you have been blessed with a darkness. All of you have something of the land now. Is that what you mean? Is that your connection to the dark powers of the land what makes that possible?
Perhaps. But it is now
He
for you to decide if you trust us now. Do you want us to save your land? Or do you want it to be consumed by the shadows? Because what you suggest, I know will not work.
Will you let me poke into your mind? I do trust you.
Many of
Will
us
you allow me?
Many of us have given you our word. I do not wish you to appear to probe my mind,
Fair enough.
but the choice is yours.
Blood is a powerful thing, but my land is important to me. It makes me what I am. I am my land itself. If that's what you need, so be it. It's there inside that glass. That is my blood, what you just drank, Bloodwick. All yours. And he points towards the glass that is across you, Cabal.
I said, it's really good. Try it. Try it. Try it. Be my friend.
Be my children. You are my children now as well. You can all be. I could be a gift. I could give you just for free. You could be a creature of the night like me. All of you could be my children if you wanted to. But yes, take it. And for yours, the same, you could say the same about me. Let's not spend time mistrusting each other. We do have a common enemy, and that makes us allies for now. So I will believe you, as I know you are a man of your word, Cabal.
Does anyone have a vial here?
Everyone looks at Real, who's outside, I guess. I can facilitate you with a vial. He kind of claps his hand, and a servant enters the room. Get a vial for this gentleman now. The woman kind of looks all scared, and you can see on her face horror, and she just runs, like literally runs. And after a few minutes, she comes back with a vial. Quite unique old-looking one. Like it's not the kind of vials that you get now in a potion. It's more like a little tiny version of a bottle reduction. You know, like imagine like a bottle, but it's the size of a little trinket.
All right. I will.
There you go.
I will go over next to Bloodwick, take his glass, and pour the rest of the blood into the vial. Close it.
As he does, when he pours out, it's almost so thick that he almost doesn't come out for a second, you know? You have to really kind of squeeze, like, I'm not a squeeze, but shake the glass in a way that then eventually it starts to trickle so thick and black.
It's like ketchup.
Yeah, almost like a black. Imagine, you know, when you have ketchup and the bottle gets all nasty and it kind of goes like a brownish red.
I'll shake it a little bit, and then no, I'm joking.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And yeah, you successfully put it there.
Should I put a vial of Strahd's blood?
Yeah, do that.
I wonder also
You know,
when he said that.
I won't. Yeah, go on.
When he said that is my blood that you drank, can I just insight check that?
Yeah, go make an insight check. Any of you who want to can do it.
Please do it, someone. My insight's shit.
Why would
I
Master
mean-
lie to you?
Yeah, I mean, with a 16, you don't see any deceit, and it's quite surprising in a way as well for all of you, because the way he's speaking to you now is not the Strahd you know before. This version of him seems so calm and so in peace with himself in a way.
Real.
Yeah,
Well,
really.
I'm listening.
Yeah, you are listening to the whole thing, and you, with a 15, the same than the rest of you, you all ascertain that he is not lying.
And I'll go sit back down again.
So I can tell you more things about my friend here. Anything I missed, perhaps.
Is the history in the library of him?
The history that he's talking about is talking about his own experience with Azalin, you know? So he's kind of like going through his mind at the moment. And as he explores, he says, well, perhaps one thing about the domains that I haven't told you is not really relevant, but I remember back when things started to join Barovia, everything was one land. But then the mist itself changed, and the domains were isolating themselves into some floating islands in a sea of mist. We call it the Sea of Sorrows. And every land is its own now. But I believe with your ability you can travel through the lands, Cabal. Can you?
I can.
If you ever need to get to Darkon, I can help you with that as well. I might know of a place in my land where you could perhaps access the mist. And perhaps a straight tunnel to Darkon itself. Have discovered some of these little shadow crossings on my land that lead to different places in different areas, and only I know them. I've used them before to send people and look through their eyes as I did.
It will
Tommy,
probably most.
stop the crisp shaking, please.
It will probably be. It is Darkon where we will most likely will need to go. Where is this portal that you said for this?
All at its right time. Don't worry. I will write it all down for you and give you the instructions on how to get there. But before that, I'll need you to stay, like I said, 3 days here. Will that be okay? While you are here, I will ensure that your rest is fulfilled and you are able to relax. You don't even have to stay in the castle. You can come and go if you want. You are free for now.
Then my final request is we would like to see Senna.
Alright, that should not be possible. That should be easy. Tommy, put yourself on mute for a second. I don't know what you're doing, but it's a lot of things.
I'm not
coming
even
from
moving.
You know what it is? It's the little white cable that is in your dangling from you. Is touching on your jacket, and then it does the noise with the little on this. You know, like it scratches. Like if I do this on my mic. You know, so it's just like.
Are we in a disco
Sorry.
now?
But I'm literally not moving.
Yeah. I know. I don't know why. You know, it's just it does. I mean, you can all hear it, right? It's not me imagining it.
Alright, Cisco, this is what we need to do. You need to take your camera, go over to Tom's room,
Yeah. Put
and then if we still
webcam.
hear the noise and
Yeah.
Tom isn't moving, then it's a poltergeist or something.
Yeah,
Russell,
I
Russell,
think it's a poster, guy.
I
Just
feel
put
like it's
yourself
just
on
getting
mute
it all
while
out of
you're
the system right now.
I know. No worries, Tommy. No worries. Okay, so he will reel as you are on the corridor. You see going down the stairs. You see 3 creatures. One
Is
of them.
Cyrus.
One of them is Esmeralda.
Oh.
The other one is Xena.
Mm.
And the other one is another woman that you've never seen before. She looks quite tall, kind of like brownish hair, quite beautiful, young. And there are 3 of them coming down from the stairs on the hall, close to where Rahadin is looking at you from the top of the stairs. And you see them going towards the room where you are.
I'll try to look away from my spell, trying to, make it look like I'm just waiting. I'm just going to go against the wall, like, dude, yeah, I'm not doing anything, ladies. What? Hello.
Oh, hello, Real. Nice to see you.
Esmeralda, Sina,
Esmeralda,
who's your
sí.
friend?
Oh, she's our friend Naseri. She's been here for quite a while. I'm sure.
Wait, Naseri, are you like the sister of Jasmine?
Yes. Yes, I was. Unluckily, my poor sister passed away. Not nice
I'm
circumstances.
so confused. I mean, there is like, Saphira's inside. I think she knows your sister. I don't know.
That's hard to believe. But yeah, why are you waiting here? Come, let's go, right?
No, I'm okay. I'm just it was very stuffy in there, and I'll be out here for a few minutes more. Just probably
Alright.
7 more minutes that the spell has to run.
Which spell? I don't understand.
No spell. No, just I'm just thinking to myself that 7 minutes is a good time to like recover myself from.
Make a deception check. Because you did say spell. There are 3 of them looking at you with this unusual looking face. Now.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I'm
You,
going to re-roll.
yeah, I was gonna say that your little friend will allow you to re-roll if you want.
Well, I was going to do it anyway because.
Yeah, for a second, like time stops. They look at you kind of weirdly, and
Yeah.
then out of the sudden, they
He can
alright.
give me an extra d6 as well, right?
Yeah,
So,
roll that.
yeah.
Oh no!
Come on, you're not even
Alright.
helping. Okay, 13.
Yeah, they look at you dubiously, but they don't really understand. They are not, Esmeralda is not a magic user, as far as you know. Neither is Sina or the other girl that you don't know. So they just kind of give you this weird look and say, "Sure, whatever you want, stay there if you need to."
Oh no, they're just having a meeting in there, and apparently they don't trust me so much, so I'm just waiting. They will call me when they're ready.
All right, okay. See you in a second. Nice to see you. And then the
Yeah.
door opens, and Cabal.
Do they look alive or do they look like they're
They look like
vampires?
vampires, but once more, they have rosy cheeks. And Esmeralda herself, who was around 30-something as well, she looks like 20 now. Same with Sina. She's always been kind of younger than Esmeralda, but now she looks radiant. There is a glow to her. The same with these women. And Cabal, as these three women open the door, Sina is dressed up with a dress, something you've never seen before. Esmeralda there. And this other woman, Naseri, as you see this woman, Safira, inside of you, you know this woman is the sister of the soul that lives within you. You recognize her straight away.
Twilight.
And she is your twin. She looks identical to how you would have looked as... I should have made a note of the name. Am I for real?
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Fucking hell, I gotta write it right here now. Jasmine with capitals and question and exclamation point at the end.
Think Aladdin. Just think Aladdin.
Yeah, Aladdin. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And you realize this is the sister that you were meant to have, perhaps.
Okay.
Cabal.
Hmm.
Sina comes towards you.
Good to see
So
you
nice
still
to
alive.
see you. Yes, it's been a difficult time, but I'm okay now.
I'll do our usual kind of like head touch, just our foreheads kind of.
Yeah, she kind of abides to your normal greeting of your guild, and she does the same. This kind of like, and you feel like she's really cold. I mean, you do know that she was a vampire before she left, so it doesn't surprise you. But she seems happy in a way.
I'll give a dirty glance towards Strahd, and then I'll look towards Esmeralda, and I'll give her a nod.
All right, Cabal. She answers. She scans the room, and both of them. Sina recognizes the ones that she's met. She recognizes you, Lilith, and Sway. Same with Esmeralda. They both greet you. Naseri kind of greets everyone, but then she doesn't realize who you are or anything. Safira, she doesn't act in any specific way towards you. She just like normal. And she introduces herself. They all do, and they join. May I sit next to you? Sina asks you.
Yes.
And Esmeralda will join her. Escher will move next to Strahd and will kind of make room. And you see Strahd kind of push him away at first for a second. And then once he established the boundaries, you see that Escher kind of looks down and kind of stands awkwardly, like being careful not to touch Strahd, because you can see that he doesn't want him near in a way. And he kind of...
I would say to Saphira, you look a bit gaunt. You're not eating properly.
Mean Senna?
To Senna, yeah.
Oh, to Senna, sorry, I thought you said to Safira.
Did I say Saphira? I meant Senna.
Yeah. Well, this food looks nice, and she starts putting herself a plate together. She takes your plate that you have in it, and she starts eating from there. This is nice. And he looks at Strahd. That's a very nice food. I wish we had this every day. And he looks at her and kind of looks to the side, like in an awkward way.
Where have you been staying?
It's been a difficult time for us, like I already said. We have been staying in different places. For a while, we were in the catacombs. For a while, we were in a crypt with your mother.
Well, look at you now, how well you done at the end. In the end.
And to be honest, I don't remember where I was last. It seems like there is a missing part of my memory. Where were we? And Esmeralda and Sina look at each other and both shrug shoulders. You were under my control. You were a bit wild, and I had to make sure that you behave yourselves. You are two of you. You are two spirit away, and that your confinement will finish soon. Fear no more, ladies. You will be free to go in a few days with your friends, if that's what you desire, as it's been agreed. Oh, that sounds amazing. Does that mean we can go back to the Crimson Snow Cabal? Will they accept me looking like this?
Can you take your vampiric affliction off them both?
I'm
Before
not
we
able
leave.
to do that, I'm afraid. I wish I could. But I'm not able to do that. I'm sorry. They look at them as enhanced versions of themselves now. They both, you realize that Sina and Esmeralda, they both awkwardly look to the sides, just kind of biting their tongues as the statement is made. And on the side, Nasseri is talking to Gertruda, and they're kind of laughing, like ignoring the conversation. At some point, Strat looks at them and says, "Get out of here! Enough!" And Gertruda leaves with Nasseri. And call Real. Do we still want him outside?
No, he should be fine. I think our discussion has already concluded of that.
All right. That's good. Real, come back here, please. The please kind of hurts his mouth, actually, as you say. The please and sorries, every please and sorry he said, you can see that he's not coming out naturally. I will give you that, rolling on the insides, just because it's not his way. But you can ascertain he's in best behavior because he really wants this to happen.
I
He
will
needs
say,
help.
perhaps you give me the opportunity to meet this mother of mine, which I haven't met before. I would like to visit her wherever you've kept her held.
I could release her for you. I guess she's been held there enough. I can organize that for you.
No, because I do not know her and I do not want this new forming relationship. I just want to see who she was. If you allow me, I would like to visit her wherever she is.
Well, unfortunately, she's on my creeps, and I do not enjoy people in there. But I can arrange a meeting for you wherever you want her to be. She will be there whenever you want her to be. That's not a problem. She's happy here, I believe.
Well then,
And as she says that, you can see Sina kind of like elbows you for a second. Like, no way. Like you feel the elbow Sina in your side.
then I guess we will retire for the night. And if you could send her to our abode where we will be sleeping, then that would be best, so that I can speak to her.
How much money would you like to take with you? I can have that arranged as well in the next few days.
I do not
I was
require any coin.
thinking something like 10,000 would be okay. Even 12. Couple of thousands for each of you for all the troubles that you've had in my land, perhaps. Will that sound fair to you? I know you don't want the money, you just mentioned it. But what about the rest of you?
Do you happen to have a pen and paper
If you want things written in a good way, I can send you my accountant here. He will be more than pleased to do that. So he's worked for me for over a century now. He is good with accounts. Is that what
Maybe
you-
I can request for things not of gold, but of same value.
Sure, I like that.
Hmm.
No
He
problem.
smiles.
Yeah, he kind of smiles back to you, and as he does, you can see like a glint on his fangs are not out. You know, he's got the choice to put them in and out as well. And as he smiles, even though his fangs are not really out, you see that they're slightly longer than any normal human, let's say, that you ever seen. And there is a glint on it for a second as he does, like almost like unnatural. And he says, "Yes, I can organize that. I will disable my wards from my castle. You are free to explore the higher floors at your own risk. Most of the creatures of my castle obeyed me, but some of them are too wild. They just do their own thing. But for the 3 days you are here, as long as you don't go to my lower floors, the catacombs, and my private chambers, where you have already been, some of those areas anyway, will be off. But everywhere else, you can explore at your leisure. You don't need to socialize with me. You don't need to even look at me. I will leave you at your own accords. And on 3 days, once the full moon is up in the sky, we will complete this deal by taking that soul away from you, my dear Saphira. And we will break the stone once that's done. And then you can go as you pleased."
Okay.
And he stands up and he walks out of the room. And he leaves you there with Escher, that is Theo, and Esmeralda and Zina as well. And he starts going away. And you are there with the food in the table.
Thank you for your hospitality, still.
He's gone. He did like a dramatic exit, you know, like for a second you look,
I'm
the
done,
moment
yeah.
you look back, he's done, he's gone, yeah. He's not there, he's
No,
just
because
like
it's
so
gonna be very
fast.
fast.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can be very fast, so it's just like, phew. In the moment he got to the door, you look back, he's gone, you know, pretty much. And you are left there. Esmeralda says, looks at Escher. You won't say anything to the master, will you, Escher? What are you talking about? I don't really understand. Well, he says at you, Cabal. He looks at you and says, "So what's the plan?" She says.
What plan? There is no plan. After 3 days, we will give half the stone. We will find. He'll give us the destination to get to Darkon, the portal. We will travel there. And we will use this blood that he has given us and stop this star from continuing on.
Oh. She kind of looks really disappointed.
But perhaps if we could travel back in time, then we would. Things would be different.
Yes, I wish we could. I do not enjoy this creature that I have become. Escher looks awkwardly at her. Oh, come on, it's not that bad. Yes, maybe for you it's not that bad. I'm a joke now. I've been a vampire hunter all my life, and look at me now.
I mean, you're even better now. You can infiltrate the vampires and kill them from the inside.
Trust me, I will be doing that soon.
Indeed.
I would like to see the other towers. Actually, it would be nice to see around. And obviously, we're not allowed to go to the lower area. We must respect him. Right, Sway? Must respect your master.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Yes, I mean, the master Escher answers to you. The master has told you you can explore whatever you want, so let's go ahead. Do you want me to escort you around? I mean, I don't know. We don't really need to sleep for you humans. Getting late.
Of course. Why don't
You are aware that it's around 11 o'clock at this point in the evening.
How long will it take for you to show us around? Will it take a while?
I mean, the castle is huge. It could take us a few hours if you want to go all around. Yeah, Tom is breakdancing Chris Packets. Damn it. Sure, we can do that. If do you all want to come?
We just want to see the highest peaks of the tower. We've already seen, obviously, the north tower, and we are already where we will be sleeping is within the south, correct?
Yes, it's kind of like in the middle area. It's kind of funny, but we refer to the castle areas as a really unusual names. So you are on the rooms of Weeping, and the spires of Ravenloft is the kind of area that you want to see. However, there is a little problem because to access the highest tower, you will need to access it only from the dungeons. There is no other way to access the high tower. So maybe we can skip that one. We don't want to enrage the master. But
we didn't say. He said all of the upper floors is accessible. I'm sure you could find a way to get us up there.
I mean, we can fly, right?
I mean, if you want to fly, I can walk on walls, so it will be alright for me. I don't know the rest of you.
I mean,
you will be alright as well, Bloodwick.
The Tower of Ravenloft is not off limit, is it?
It's not that the problem, it's just that the entrance is only on the catacombs. It's kind of like that's the way the castle is being structured, so it's difficult to access that tower unless you access it from the catacombs. I wouldn't dare to do that. I don't think it's a good idea.
Perhaps we could fly there, like you suggested.
All right, yeah. If you have a way to fly, definitely let's do it. I can show you all this main floor, and I can show you the court of the count, where the master has his throne room, and it's quite interesting. A few balconies and stuff. We just have to avoid the dungeons and catacombs and the Lardens of Omen. That is the places he don't want you to be. I believe that's where you enter from, kind of. Where you saw the wine barrels. I'm not sure if you remember. But yeah.
Well, we shouldn't waste time. And I get up. Just please show us. Hopefully, is it nighttime out there?
Yeah, now it's around the storm. Surprisingly, the storm that has been raging since you entered the castle is now subdued. Sorry, and it's a starry sky. Not that you can see it, but it's a full kind of like almost like a waxing moon to getting into full moon in a few days. But he will take you out of where you are, go through a hall that is got all these columns, and then he will take you up the stairs into a different floor where you see two stairs that come out into his throne room. There is like this beautiful, huge room with the throne on it. he will take you around all these different rooms in there. You see there is another similar place where you can see down, look into the chapel on the higher floor, and it's got like a balcony that looks into the chapel. And then he will take you through different rooms, nothing of interest. There is one room with all these different mirrors and seems like a different guest rooms. He takes you through a library, a study, and a room where there is this accountant person that is there making notes. He introduces you to him. There isn't like an old man. Then he takes you through. The funny way is that as you're walking around, you sense that there is places with secret doors and stuff, especially you, Lilith, and Sway, with your high passive perception. You keep detecting all these secret different ways to enter different places, but he's not taking you through that. He's just ignoring those and just like walking as normal. You could even assume that he doesn't know of those. You know, he's not really giving it any attention at all.
As we're walking,
Yeah,
I just
probably.
wanna, I'll say, you know, my blade is so dull and old. Perhaps if it was new, then the new sun within Barovia would be able to shine much brighter.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I'm just talking
might-
about how old. Maybe I should get my blade clean.
All right. I mean, I'm sure our Mongrel friend, maybe he could clean the blade for you. He does all that kind of jobs for the master.
No, this blade is too important. If anyone else touches it and cuts it, then gets cut by it, it won't be good. My friend over here, Lilith, she normally repairs my stuff for me.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you look quite skillful. That sounds good. The tour continues. You see any specific area you're interested on in terms of where you want it to be? On that tower is one of the towers. He told you there is no access to it, but he shows you for another turret that is the one that you've been already, where the heart is. But there is like an extension to it with a balcony, and he shows you about that area. Then he takes you down to the place where Strat told you that there is some hacks. And as you enter in there, you see there is 4 women. 2 of them you don't know, but the other 2 are your 2 hacks from Demon Liu, Mira and Tara.
Oh,
I
those
mean,
ones
yeah.
that they took our some memories,
your
right?
memories, yeah.
Nasty.
It's not Mira Blue, it's Tara Green and Lyra. So Tara and Lyra are there.
Which one threw me out the window?
The one that is not there is the one that throw you out the window.
Bitch.
And they look at you completely speechless. Look at Escher because he's there. And one of them extends her hand and starts casting a spell towards your direction. And as this happens, you realize that they are ready to attack. And that's what we're going to leave it for tonight.
Oh, well.
What? Sons of bitch.
You
But
see
how
this-
did it look like? They were there, like
They were
prisoners, or
they were in a room. The Escher is giving you a tour, and you enter this room where there is a cauldron in the middle. Quite a few cats, black cats around.
so they're working for Strat pretty much. They are there, like it looked like they live
You
there.
aren't sure. They seem like they live there, but you also realize that they were not there before. So they seem like the other 2 seem more like Barovian looking, but then them 2 are completely out of place. But in the moment you enter the room and they realize who you are, they go completely berserk and they start casting a spell. And that's what we will pick up next week.
Oh well, what a great opportunity. I mean, Sway doesn't know, but yeah.
Yeah, so you've never seen these women before. What I'll tell you, in the moment in the moment you see them, you realize that they look identical to how they were and the clothes they were wearing, but then there is little details, like almost like their faces. There is some kind of different things happening. One of them looks like she's got like a mold, green mold, growing on her face, and she looks like she's been living in a swamp, and you see all these tiny little insects crawling on her skin. And the other one, the Tara Red, she looks like she's got mushrooms growing from her skin, and it's like a soily kind of weird skin. She still looks with the same that she did before, but now you can see that this is her true face, and she looks like a slightly older and all this crack brown growny skin with mushrooms, red mushrooms growing on it.
And that served them right.
Ah, man. I was going to say if it was the other one, I would have attacked her, but now they're both attacking us.
Yeah, it's four of them.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah, there is 4 of them, and you see that there is weird looking cats around as well.
So there is like a witch coven.
Oh,
There is
man.
like 2
it
from
seems like
someone
a
else,
little-
2 from Barovia.
Yeah, there is
Cisco,
like a
don't be
few-
mean. Don't make us have to fight the cats.
Nope, you don't know.
Don't do this.
But as you look at one of the kittens, I'll give you this for free. You realize that one of them, from his back, is got these 2 tiny little things that look like tentacles that finish in a squid kind of looking tentacle.
Oh wow, that's
Why?
the displacer, baby displacer.
It's a displaced
Yeah.
kitten.
Yeah,
That's
and you realize that one of the little ones, for a second, as he moves, there is this weird tentacle that comes out of nowhere from his back, and you realize
Okay.
then that one has 6 legs instead of 4.
What in the fuck?
Looking forward to killing these witches.
Yeah. For you guys watching at home, thank you. Hope you enjoyed
Thanks.
this. This is a crazy event that I wasn't expecting, so I never thought you will guys go for that. So in a way, it's good that you did. So let's see how this ends and what it takes us next week. Like always, a pleasure to have you around. And thank you to Darren Curtis for his amazing music, and to James Webster for his art. I will display a bit more art of his, actually. There is actually on the main opening page, that room there is actually the room that you were having dinner. It's like with the fireplace and the organ. But I'll show you a couple more arts around. And Tom, you need to fix your audio for next week. I don't know what's going on with you, but you are not even moving, but it's like a whole event going on in there. But yeah, thank you so much. Looking forward to see you next week. Also, you can catch us up on Tuesday, where Mo and I DM together for Candlekeep Mysteries. They are gonna be fighting a dragon on Tuesday, so please watch that. Otherwise, we'll see you next Sunday for more Gothic horror and adventure. Thanks for watching, and good night.
Good night.
Give us a follow, please. Thank you. Ciao.